Three, two, one. I know who you are, or you know who I am. Hi Rusty, hi Sense, hi Sofer, hi ABC, hi Save, hey Bear, hey Astro, hi Grape, Souls S tier, Rusty, we'll talk about it in a minute. Tom, what up guys? Okay, we'll talk about the Souls S tier. Hold on. I already know this is what's gonna flood my chat. Alright, we'll get to it in a minute. We're gonna go over the other tiers first, guys. Then we'll get to Mr. Anchor. Alright, we'll get there in a minute, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna get there. It's okay. Hi, Panama. Hi, Verity. Verity. Hey, it's me. Souls died to gravel. 06. Okay, guys. Wait. We will get to the elephant in the room. We're gonna address the elephant, dude. Don't worry. We're gonna address the elephant. All right. Look. Yes, Souls is genuinely S tier. You guys are gonna lose it for a little bit, and I understand that. Let's just talk. All right. The elephant is bigger than Tay. I am aware it is bigger than Tay. Alright. Let's just get into it. Alright. Chat. Are you guys ready to do this tier list? He's the new Clown Pierce? Don't say that. Okay, let's get into the tier list. Alright, chat, hold on. Let me lower my music a little bit. Alright. No, you know what? We need something a little bit more chill. We need some chill Nintendo music, okay? Everybody's on some high stress nerves. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about what just happened. Alright? Alright, everybody take a second. You kind of remind me of Gojo. Alright, anyhow. Let's talk about the tiers. Okay? Let's lock in. Alright, chat. Based off of PvP, I will rank this completely honestly and how I genuinely feel and who I think is actually F and S and D and E, whatever. Alright? We're gonna get there. So let's just start with the F tiers. I'm going to throw all the F tiers in here first. Then we're going to organize it. And we're going to figure out who's where. Okay? So, in terms of PvP, in my opinion, I think the best PvPer in this is probably Spidey. I think Spidey's the best. Well, okay. We're going to get to the Souls thing. Don't you worry, guys. Alright? Trust me. We are going to get to the Souls thing. Alright? So let's just chat about it. So I think, personally, Fi's not the best, no. I actually think Fi is probably one of the worst PvPers, to be honest with you. I think it's Gray and then Linguini. And then I'd put Shan and then maybe... No, I would put Spood below Faimata. It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Spood is not the best in PvP. Because he doesn't understand what the heck he signed up for. Souls can only PvP. I'm going to get to that. Faimata, really good grinder. But PvP-wise, not the best. Shan is kind of like in that middle area. Where she knows how to run and stall. But I don't think she really knows how to swing back all that much. Which is fine. It's whatever. Then Linguini, kind of like in that better area. Where he can kind of swing back a little bit more. But obviously still, it's a little tough for him. He's still learning his thing. And then Gray's like the second best because she puts in a ton of hours. But her PvP, she's been playing a lot of like Stray and stuff, and she's been practicing a ton. So W Gray, by the way. But yeah, so Gray, yeah, up there. Okay. Spidey, low-key was supposed to be a D tier. I'm not gonna hold y'all. So the fact that she's an F tier, she's kind of like a not Smurf, but yeah, she's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like she is inherently not. She's the strongest F tier in PvP. In PvP, yeah, Spidey is the strongest, for sure. Alright? Alright, let me put the D tiers in. This is not in an order yet, chat. Hold on. Okay. So, here's how I order my D tiers. I think Shiny currently the best. Skada is the second best, for sure. I don't know who comes after. I feel like it's either Kunzi. I feel like Kunzi and then May. And then Aragon Sophie. That's how I would put my D tiers, personally. I think that's how I'd order them, at least. Because the reason I say that I think Shiny is by far the best D tier. I think everybody can agree on that. I think everybody agrees on that, actually. Shiny is the best D tier. I think Scott is going to become a really good player in D tier. I think he's going to be like kind of a smurf. I won't hold y'all. I think he's going to be a little bit of a smurf. There's definitely a chance. We'll see. I think Kunzi is training his butt off. And I think May, I remember when we tested her, she, what is it? She actually never ended up dropping, but she did go to Helmet Break, so it's pretty good. Aragon, kind of just a little bit worse than May in PvP. It's okay, he's on his training arc. We're gonna see how he does. It's okay. It's fine, don't worry. We got Sophie. I think Sophie is the weakest in PvP, but I think other like aspects of her make her tier better, if that makes sense, right? Like, I don't think she's necessarily the best PvPer, but I also don't think that she doesn't put in a lot of work and a lot of grind. So it's a very, very different story, right? It goes back and forth, but yeah, that's my main thing, right? Okay, C tier. Let's do this. So C tier is Andres, Lush, Rav, Rose, not Nap, Slushly, and Evo. Okay, this one's a little tough. I won't lie. I think the best C tier in PvP is unironically, no, it's probably Rav, actually. It's Rav, and then I think it's Evo. Then I do Slushly, Rose, and then that's exactly how I do my C tier. Blunder for B tier, it's not crazy. I don't know if I can't tell you, what you're saying is not crazy. I'm gonna be honest, it's not insane. And I'm gonna be, and this is why I'm gonna say why in a minute. Rav is by far the best. He just kind of gaps. That's just the truth. He just kind of gaps. That is the truth. He kind of just does. Evo has been putting a ton of hours in, and he's been practicing a ton. Believe it or not, I know, Everide, of all people, who would have guessed, right? But, you know, it's a conversation for sure. Slushly, right in the middle, right dead smack in the middle. Not too great, not too bad. You know, just kind of like a good middle average player. Like, he's an average player. You know what I'm saying? Blunder Thunder. Oh, shit. Speaking of my favorite gay boy, what? Yo, hello? Rose, probably right around near that Slushly level. I think if he trains, he'll be above Slushly and probably above Evo. But if he that's if he dials in. But we'll see, Andres, I'm telling y'all, by the way, there's two uncles in the cast. Andres specifically, he knows what he's doing. I'm telling y'all, he has the mechanical skill to be way better than C tier. But he just hasn't. He doesn't practice. If he practiced like crazy though, shit, he could become a B tier. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Evo went to Helmet Break, bro. Yeah, but I think Slushly's worse than Evo, believe it or not. But if that's the case, then I would do this. Unless you don't want it to be that. It sounds like you want it to be like that. That's what it sounds like. If you think you're better than Evo, hey, shit, man. I'll let you be there. Yeah, nope, now you're staying there. No, I mean, I think this is interchangeable, to be honest. Yeah, this is my C tier, I'd reckon, guys. I think this is C tier. I think C tier is pretty well done. That's my C tier. Alright, B tier. This one gets interesting. I think this is probably the most competitive tier. Put me back down. Oh, really? You want to be back down? Yeah, bro? I'm gonna be honest, this is where it gets super competitive. I think the best B tier is probably Falcon. In terms of PvP, by the way, I'm ranking PvP, straight PvP. I think Falcon's the best B tier. I think Quacktus is the second best B tier. Oh no. Yeah, we'll talk about you in a yeah, we'll talk about you soon, Souls. Don't worry. I think Falcon's the best. Yeah, Falcon's the best, guys. Quacktus actually is the second best. Then this is where it gets tricky. I think Ubby is better than Woogie. Then these two come into play, and I'm kind of lost on who's better. I think Wookie's better than Nap. So I would put my B tier like this. That's my B tier. This is my B tier. I think my B tier, this is probably sense. I would think this is correct. That's my opinion. That's what I think. But yeah. All right, let's go with A tier. We're getting to that big elephant in the room, and we're gonna talk about it. Don't worry. All right, So here how I would rank the A tiers in straight PvP. I feel like it's a pretty given that Ronin is just the best A tier in my head in terms of PvP. I just feel like that's a pretty easy given one. I feel like Woodsy is heavy slept on. I think he's like number 2 around that spot. This is where I get a little tricky. I think Mino 3rd, then Recall, then Boa, then Squid. You guys might be good. You might call me crazy for the Squid one, but I think Squid, super good grinder. I think his PvP, he plays really passive. So I'm gonna put that's my A tier personally. Boa, Mog's, Recall, maybe. I don't think y'all have seen recently. I don't think y'all have seen Boa recently, or not Boa. Recall. I don't think y'all have seen Recall play recently. I don't know. You're a femboy, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Should I just rip the Band-Aid off? You guys want to hear about the Band-Aid? Are you guys ready for this? Oh boy. Okay. All right, let's just rip it off. Let's rip it off. Okay. Why is Souls in S tier? Okay. So what you guys don't know, right? And obviously this is based off PvP. Because this motherfucker is stupid as bricks. Let's just be honest. He is not smart. I can't believe they let S++. Oh yeah, I know. Also, wait. Before I get onto this, by the way, guys, I already saw people saying that they're not gonna watch the season because Souls is a S tier in rookies. What? Okay, I mean, like, if you don't want to watch the season, that's fine. You know, like, do your thing. It's, you know, you don't have to watch it. But just because Souls is an S tier, it's not that deep. It is never ever that deep, like ever. Where you hate the event because somebody is put in a tier that you don't like. Okay, if you don't like it, don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta give a little faith to this guy, all right? I know, guys. I am aware. Trust me, I teamed with him. This guy is a brick. But I fought him recently. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. Nobody knows this, by the way. I'm gonna leak actual information, all right? Souls 70 Dura diffs me consistently. Consistently. I'm not trolling. That is dead serious. I have serious statistics back on his practice server. We played a bunch. He 70 Duras me consistently. The closest fight I had with him was 40 Dura. I am not trolling. I am not LARPing. I'm serious. If I had statistics, I'd show you it. Matter of fact, no, you know what? Just to prove all of you wrong. No troll. I'm not even kidding. To prove all of you wrong, I'm gonna fight him on stream tomorrow. After the other stream, obviously. You guys, I'm sure you'll all be for that. But, you know, after I'm dead ass going to watch. We're gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna announce right now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna stream it live right afterwards. And I'm going to fight Souls and show you that I am not LARPing. How does he improve that? Thanks, OBS. LARP. Sure? No, you guys are gonna see. That's the worst part about it, is that you guys are gonna see. And then you're gonna be like, you're gonna think I'm LARPing still. But then you're gonna see him beat my ass, and then you guys are not gonna believe it. I'm telling y'all, you're sleeping on him. You guys are sleeping on him. You guys are sleeping on him, and you're gonna see. You're all gonna see. How to do the tier list? You're right. Let me lock in a little bit. Okay. Who do I think the best S tier is in PvP? I'm not gonna lie, Sweat Guy just kind of daps everybody. We had this guy fight everybody. I'm not trolling y'all. This dude 50 divs every single S tier. Every S tier. At least. Maybe more. He's nuts, dude. He's fucking crazy. What is this, blasphemy? Recall, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm serious, by the way. They're like, Sweat God, deadass, 50 diffs, almost every S tier. He's on a different level of S tier. I don't even know how to explain it. He's like an S plus tier. I'm dead serious, too. We originally, guys, we were going to have stuns in the season. If we had stuns in the season, Bob literally would have been in an S plus tier. By the way. He's like Flo. He's like better than Flo. But the thing is that Flo has SMP experience. And obviously we'll get into the SMP side of things soon. But, you know, realistically, nobody's running this guy down. Yo, Tyler! My alerts are not on. Hold on, guys. Act like you don't see this. My alerts are just not on. Oh, now they are. Would you look at that? Oh, that's so weird. Thanks, Tyler, for the raid of 74. Guys, we love Tyler. Did somebody shout him out? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Astro. Thank you. All right, let's get back to this. I hope your tier list was good, Tyler. All right, let's get back to it. W Tyler, W Yellow Team. You hate that guy. Dude, what? Dude, bye. That's not cool. All right. You're the guy. Well, I appreciate that, Frieza. All right, so let's get back to it. So I think Bob's the best S tier. I do think Bob is the best S tier. Now, am I going to lie? Am I going to lie and tell you guys that I think Souls is not the worst S tier? 100%. He's definitely the worst S tier. By far. I think he's the worst S tier by far. But that does not mean he's not an S tier. I'm not going to LARP. I'm going to say Souls is an S tier. He's not the best S tier. I'm going to straight up be honest. He is the danger. He's certainly the danger. Yeah, we can say that. All right. Now, who do I put second in PvP? I'm just going to throw it out. I think it's Dedra. I think Dedra just... I'm not going to lie, guys. People don't... I think this is kind of Dedra's debut. And I think this is really going to help him push out with like some content stuff. But, y'all, for those that don't know who Dedra is, this guy trained most of MONEYSMP. If anybody, and I mean literally anyone, I'm serious, anyone that follows this guy into a cave, he deadass could 1v6 their entire team. I'm not kidding. That is not Glaze. That is not LARP. That is dead. I'm dead serious. Dedra, Sweat God, Bob might be the best play, like the PvP player ever. Like, he's the best PvP player in the server. In cave fights, Dedra is an S+++ tier. Plus tier. I am not glazing when I say that. I am so serious. I've seen him 1v4 people and 1v5 people in a cave. And I mean competent players too. I don't mean just like DNF tiers. This dude's nuts. This dude, it's not even glazed. This guy is crazy. And I think because they don't really know, some of these people don't really know Dedra all that well. Like Souls probably has a good idea. And Pinity maybe even RJ. The other S tiers and nobody else on this roster, a lot of people don't have an idea of Dedra is. So if you see him on surface, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, Dedra's probably the worst, like probably one of the worst S tiers." But then you're gonna run him down. I'm telling you, guys, you don't understand how excited I am to see somebody chase Dedra into a cave. I want an S tier to get an ego check, run after Dedra into a cave, 1v3 his team. It would be the most cinematic shit ever. I want it so bad. I pray it happens. I want it to be. He's better than Bob? In terms of overworld fighting? No. Bob's better. Bob is better in the overworld. Like, Bob will beat him in like a flat ground like terrain. He will beat him. But Dedra's very, 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 like, the second best, for sure. Okay, that's where it gets a little, like, weird. Obviously, I'm gonna read Souls is just last. Like, obviously, he's an S tier, but he's last. Yeah, no. So, obviously, Souls knows not to follow fucking Dedra into a cave. That's the one thing he is above these other S tiers, is that these guys are gonna get a little bit of an ego check if they follow him. But, regardless. Alright. Let's get into number 3. This is where it gets kind of hard. I feel like in straight PvP, though, it's RJ. Reggie's just, like... Reggie has had the most massive improvement from MONEYSMP Mini 3 to Rookies. He plays so aggro. This guy has really good pressure. Really, really good pressure. In my opinion, I don't think there's anything super sticks out about him. However, I think he has a really good sword. I think his melee is really, really good. But that is just... there's not a lot for me to comment on. I think RJ's good. I don't think he's in, like, the insanity that Dedra and Sweat God are. I think he's right side in the middle. Just a little bit better than these other guys. That's just how I think. Souls needs to learn a lot of things, guys, chat. He has been learning moling. I will say that. He was doing some moling stuff. Almost won against some pretty good players, but I won't say who. Just because I don't want to leak. Okay. See, this is where it gets a little confusing. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I hate to say it, but I think Pinity's number 4. Pinity is really slept on. A lot of people think that Pinity's probably the worst S tier. Well, probably not anymore, right? But I saw a lot of Pinity shade. Let's go ahead and move Ubby down to C tier. Thank you, Ant Frost. W Ant Frost. No, that's a good idea, bro. I like that, Ant. No, straight up though. Yeah, not gonna lie. Pinity has been probably like throwing the most shade out of the S tiers besides Souls now. And a lot of people are sleeping on his PvP. I think Pinity is actually a very capable player. He's probably one of the only other ones that know how to mole correctly, I feel like. Like, between these 4 right now. Obviously, Dedra knows how to mole. But these two, I think he actually beats him in a mole fight. Everything else, though, it's just... I think Pinity, in terms of paper, well, again, not anymore, but before, was kind of like the S tier that if you see on surface, you're not that scared of. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be, like, super terrified to run away from his team. It depends on what his team is. But, you know, the S tier of the team, I think, brings a real fear factor, right? So when I think of an S tier that's super scary, a fear factor, that absolutely validates into, like, what I think is, oh, is this a scary team to fight? Because some teams just have aura, straight up. For a really good example of that is Blue Team from last season, Season 6. If they were on point, I would be scared of them. We didn't even go to capture points and I'd be terrified of them. I was even scared of Yellow Team. Because having Flow as your S tier, that's scary, bro. That's scary. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing with Pinity, capable player, kind of like a little bit on the lower end, but still good. Then I hate to say it, but my GOAT is washed. I think my GOAT, Foray, MC, as much as I want to see him, I hate to say it, I kind of want to see Foray take a dub again. Even though he kind of cheated Season 2. I kind of want to see Foray take another dub. I won't lie. Seeing Foray back for this season, I think, had a lot of people hyped. He hasn't been here since Season 2. Very, very, very good at the game, but I think he's kind of, I think that was his prime. I think that was close to his prime, and I don't know if he's in his prime anymore. Does Uncle still have it? I don't know. Does Uncle still have it? I don't know. We have to see. I think Foray, I will say, out of all the S tiers, best base finder. Even over Dedra. I think Foray will find bases, for sure. Out of everybody on the S tier list, I think Foray's going to find bases. Dedra's a close second. But I think Foray is the best base finder in S tier. For sure. For sure. Foray's the best non-PvP S tier, besides, obviously, Souls, right? And then let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why? I guess the question is, why did we let him into S tier? Right? I think that's probably the better question to ask before we get into this. Why did we let him into S tier? It was, obviously, Flo was, by the way, guys, I don't know, I saw a tweet where somebody was speaking about this. Guys, Flo was obviously joking about Soul saying that he had ownership and that he's not allowed to be in, like, he's not allowed to, like, choose not to win play. We thought, if we can balance a team, kind of like how Clown Pierce did, right? How we kind of balanced the Clown team. If we can balance a team where Souls can work his team out, we can maybe make the season work. And so we did that. And I'm obviously not going to say what. I'm not going to say who. It could work. And it might. If you see his team, if you see what his team is, you will be a little bit... I promise you guys, you see his team, you're going to 180 a little bit. And I'm just going to say that right now. You guys got to realize that. I'm telling you, look at these teams now, or think of some teams now, rather. Think of these teams. I am telling you, 180. You're going to 180 once you see Soul's team. Because once you see Soul's team, you're going to be like, okay, you know what? If this is the right composition, it could work. It could work. I'm definitely not on that team. I found that out. You will find out tomorrow. And I am not going to confirm or deny that. I'm more of an S tier than Clown. In terms of PvP, in terms of everything else, you're interesting. That's for sure. It's a choice, you know? And I'll tell you this, guys, chat. We actually did discuss between the owners. Did you guys, like, we talked about each other, like, do one of us want to play another MONEYSMP? Like, did anyone feel like they didn't get enough, like, oomph from that last season? And we talked about it. And we're like, okay. Myself, I was like, I'm good. Because I had a rough season. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was pretty rough. I'm okay. I don't want to play another one. Even if I had a more balanced team, I'm okay. I'm good. I don't want to do that. Tyler has a lot of stuff going on. Tay has a lot of stuff going on. Even Flo has a lot of stuff going on, and especially Flo. And so Souls also has a lot of, but Souls volunteered himself. That's the difference. Souls volunteered himself, and he was like, hey, if you guys absolutely are, if you guys are okay with it, first of all, if you guys are okay with it, and we're down, can I be an S tier? It took us a 3-hour-long discussion about how the heck would this work, and could we make it work? Because it would be hilarious, right? If we could make it work, while it also being absolutely fucking obliterated, it would laugh people's guts out, then yeah, there is a way to maybe make this work. But it's all balanced because Souls is the weakest S tier by far, and he's gonna have a super, super strong backbone team. The strongest, probably. But again, keep in mind, it all depends on how Souls performs. Hi, Brinks. I love you, buddy. Souls LARPs a lot. Let's start with that. This guy LARPs a ton. And we all know that. We all know that. But I'm telling y'all guys, tomorrow, once you see Souls' team, you guys are going to be fine. I promise. It's going to be... I know some people were actually unironically upset about Souls being an S tier. And I agree. Guys, I agree that there are a lot... I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest. And this is not calling out anybody. I'm being straight, blunt. A lot of stronger PvPers that do content, it's hard to find them. That are good, you know, like good shows of character. And there's not a lot of them. I'm going to be straight up. First of all, I'm not going to say that there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot that want to play MONEYSMP, and that's fine. Like, that's fair. Guys, you got to think about this. When we reach out to people, they got to think of themselves and be like, hey, do I really want to spend a week of my life dedicating myself to something that is as sweaty as this, and something I'm not even guaranteed to win or get a good POV out of? Is this a good idea? And honestly, it might not be. For bigger players, guys, some people don't benefit from playing this. You know what I'm saying? And I would even argue some people that are in this roster don't benefit. Because it's super sweaty. For example, a really good point. I'm going to come back to this. A really good point I'm going to come back to. And I'm going to say why. F, D, and C tiers. I love all these people in the tiers, which sucks because I hate to say, like, this is genuine, like, this is feedback from myself that I have heard from other people, and I think is a very, very, very fair criticism of MONEYSMP. Unless they get a good POV, unless, maybe the C tiers I can let slide. The D and F tiers, it's typically impossible to get a POV that is good without a good team or a good like a good run through the event. And I think that's true. And you know, you guys can disagree with me. I think it is very, very, very hard for certain people to benefit that are not as good at the game to make videos from this or content in general. JoJo was right. I think when JoJo did her stream, I even talked to her after the event. I think that is the most fair criticism ever about this event. I will get my OP POV watch. I bet you will, Famada. I have faith. But I'm going back to that. It is so incredibly difficult with as competitive as an event because you guys like watching. Like, give me an eye in chat if you like how the way that MONEYSMP is currently structured. The way it is currently built. The way the event goes. The way it's always been for these last 6 seasons. I literally see everybody saying aye. So the problem is, guys, we can't, it is hard for these players to get good POVs. It's hard because they can't really do much about that. Like, they can train their asses off. And I to any of them, round of applause. Go train your ass off. Go become great at this game. But it puts so much stress on these guys. And so when you put so much stress on these guys, they're not going to have a good time. And I want to find a way for MONEYSMP to work where DNF tiers can have the best time ever. They don't always have to be in their base. And they don't always have to mine Deep Slate and look at it for 12 hours straight. Because that sucks. You know, like, that sucks. Exactly. That's a really good point. Rose right in chat. Rose was a D tier in Season 4 of Blue. Wasn't allowed to leave the base. Not a you can leave the base and go do whatever and like go grind some stuff. You can't leave the base. That was a team, like, that was like a team agreement that Rose should not leave the base. And that probably, for I'm sure many other F and D tiers, were a thing as well. For example, Mark. I'm sure Mark wasn't allowed on Surface a lot either. And that's just because if you see Mark on surface, let's be honest, I'm going to run down any F tier. It's not even just Mark, just in general. I'm going to look at any F tier and I'll be like, hey, I'm going to run this person down because they're worse than me in the game. And that's the issue, right? So you can't get rid of that competitive scale to where you want to see people fight, right? And you want to see people go on surface. But guys, imagine, like, for example, another really good example is that Jude Law. This is another problem with the content on MONEYSMP and that I want to, improve upon, right? Jude Law. This guy is the most prominently known trapper probably right now or even in history, okay? This guy has got his motion going. People know who Jude Law is, so they're not going to follow him on surface. It doesn't matter if we put an anonymous thing up. No matter what. Or actually, no, I'll disagree with that. Let me go back on that point. The anonymous thing was really good for him. But you can only capitalize on it so much to make a video or get the content that he wants. Because it's just not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Take invis and you are fine to leave the base. I totally agree. I think any player at all can leave the base and 100% go fuck off. Go do something. Go for a totem. Go mine something. Go for something that is like important outside of the base, right? And that's my thing, right? I want to make sure that in the future that we can find ways to do that we can make it so D and F tiers can go outside and do whatnot. I literally think one of the most like forgotten things in MONEYSMP, because I want to say MONEYSMP kind of became more main broadcast around season 5, right? Like matter of fact, in chat right now, how many people more or less found out more MONEYSMP stuff during this from season 5 rather than season 4? Who kind of found MONEYSMP through season 5? Because I think season 5 was when more people kind of had their eyes on it, rather than season 4, 3, and so yeah, look, I'm seeing a lot of me's, right? So that's a really good. This is a good way of leading into this. So season 5 kind of pushed that out. Before that, there was season 4, and something that I love about season 4. I see a lot of OGs. I see some people that have said season 2, season 3. Hey guys, go, love it, love to hear it. I'll come to that in a minute. I will redeem ad time, but right after I make this point. I think season 4 had one of the best ways of integrating a DF tier to have a fun POV or have a very fun moment in the season, regardless if they do bad overall. They had specifics where they had mini games for those players that you would win money for, and that felt like good. Even if it wasn't super impactful, those players get to have fun now and get a refresh from all of this stressfulness, all this stuff where they have to, they have to act like they have to be super, super good. They can't drop at all, or it's going to, I don't know what the fuck that is. Make their team not stressed out about them dropping or whatnot. That's scary. I've never been in that position lower than B tier, so I can't I probably don't have that mindset where I have to think about I don't have to think about dropping or being super worried about dropping. Don't get me wrong, top 3 dropping is super important, but I didn't kind of have that mentality. So when other people that are worse go into it, they don't understand. I like the hourly events, but one stubby arms are so annoying. Guys, I want to hear your opinions on what random events are good. Isolation events and actual events in the season would be a good thing. I agree. Guys, what random events and what random events did you dislike and what you like? I want to know what was good and what was not. Math, I agree. Math should go. Math is totally fair. Glowing sucks. I agree. Double money was good. I agree. Paranoia, I think Paranoia was amazing. Double dose great. Yep, I agree. Like math. Flimsy armor's a good one. Exhausted or stubby arms. I agree. Stubby arms is fair. Yeah. That's a fair one. All right. Now, here's a better question, guys. Would you prefer, let's say flimsy armor gets activated. realistically, a lot of people are going to be scared to go on surface. Would you guys prefer, if example, I'm pretty sure this happened once back in the other season, would you prefer if double dough happened during flimsy armor? Something like where it basically, it invests you to go do something risky? You guys like that? Yeah. I thought you would. I think a combination of 2 random events is low-key better than 2 random or 1 random event. And yes, there's a lot of examples where that might not work, but I think if we had it in between each days, I think wherever it was like a double event, that would be cool. And here's the thing. I guess another question is that, would you guys want those to be preset? Because if those were preset, because all the random events are random, right? But I'm sure if we talked to our developers and we said, hey, we want to do this and this because we think it'd be cool, would you guys want to see something where it's preset, where it's like double dough and then flimsy armor gets activated? Or, I don't know, anonymous and opposite day happens? Because then you don't know who you're killing. You're trying to kill somebody that you don't know is an F tier or an A tier. Not together. Not always together. But I'm saying in general, if you had pairs where you could do that, I think that would work really well. I think that would be sick. And I think it would work super, super great. That's my thing with MONEYSMP. There's so much, like, guys, there's so much cool things that we could come up with because of the formula that we have. And I'm going to be honest, I'm so blessed to be in the position that I'm in and that all the other guys are in, that we came up with such a amazing formula for an event. And I'm going to stand by that. I think just because it is a very, very stressful event that people like get really stressed during it, I think the way it works is perfect. Perfect. I like the pre-events. I like the main events. I like that there's a new main event every single day. Everything about it, I love. I love it so, so, so much. I guess another, yeah, I mean, like, honestly, remove the fruit from events if it ruins the value of grinding. Yeah, that's totally fair. I want to hear, what kind of MONEYSMPs do you guys want to watch? Because there's 2 ones that I really, really want to do. Reggie, I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you for the rate of 40. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I've got a really good stream, bro. WS tier. WS tier. Thank you. Thank you, Astro. Sorry. Appreciate that. All right. But I was talking. This is how I see it, right? I want 2 money. These are the MONEYSMPs that I want that are not like normally formatted how they usually are, right? I want it to be like, I want 2. There's 2 that I really, really want, chat. And I'm gonna tell you guys. I want a super, super duper sweaty one. I want 1 season to see how it goes with a very sweaty cast. I'm talking F tiers that are like typically A tiers or B tiers. And up from there, there's only good players. Now, again, that comes back to my point about it's hard to find players that are super good that want to participate in MONEYSMP and have good shows of character. Obviously, I would love that. Like an SSAABB season would work really well. Correct. I agree, that would work really well. But the other one, and this one's a little bit of a different take. I want to do a complete Chungus season. And I mean stupid people, dude. I'm talking the dumbest of dumb. The most, like, who even knows what. Guys, can you imagine? I just want you, guys, picture a world. I want y'all to picture a world right now, all right? I'm going to stop the music, matter of fact. I'm gonna paint you a picture, okay? We're going to paint a picture. I want you guys to imagine Chuck Nasty and D Hippie as 2 separate S tiers leading a team. The comms are ridiculous. Everybody would love that. Faimata could be one, for sure. There are so many funny people. And something else that I think the problem with MONEYSMP is that it's typically threatening to people because of how much people have heard of how sweaty it is and how stressful it is. And I think people like kind of overthink that. So when you do a Chungus only season, right? You do a season where there's only people that are really not all that good at the game, you can get people like that are really niche. People that you would never ever expect to see in an event like this. I'm talking people that are like more in like the mid-offs type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Borm would be another good S tier. That would be another good S tier. I'm gonna kiss you. What? But like I'm saying, man, like there's just so. You guys understand why there's so much good stuff to come from this formula? That there's so many compositions that we can do that makes this event more and more interesting. I want guys, now that you've actually seen the entire cast for rookies, I want you to guys rate it on a scale. Give me a 1 through 10. Because I'm interested. I want to hear. And I want you to be brutally honest. Don't be biased. Let's just hear it. I want to hear a 1 through 10. What are you guys thinking? 0 because of souls. Fair enough. I'm seeing a lot of numbers. And now my other question is, who do you guys think we could have added? And I want to exclude souls for a minute here. I want you guys to exclude souls for a minute here. Brinks, I love you. You're awesome. See a lot of Ankith in chat. I see Nappa. I see Orkin. Bablu. Firecrest. Really? Then Vevo. Quackus, what an amazing shout. Speaking of Quackus, how do you think you're going to do this season? I'm hyped to see it, bro. Nappa. Guys, Nappa Rizzle. Actually, no, I really like Nappa. Nappa's really nice. Nappa would be cool. He wouldn't be an S tier, though. Nappa wouldn't be S tier. I win unless I get recalling in my fucking team. Dude, fair enough. I don't think a soul wants that. Not a soul. Guys, I want to hear, like, do you guys want SMP sweets or you want, like, sweats, like, overall? Something I am so serious about. Before I start tangenting. Yeah, I got you, Jordy, in a moment. I will redeem it, I promise. I am telling you, before I get on a tangent, guys, watch the stream tomorrow. Watch the stream tomorrow. Watch it. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna want to watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch it. Just watch it. You guys are gonna want to see the teams, obviously. Just watch it. Just go and watch it. Watch the stream tomorrow. I am so serious. Guy who made teams predicting teams. This is not a team prediction, Wookie, you silly little chud. This is a PvP tier list. You little silly Billy. Can we know the S tier colors? No. And the reason I say no is that some people are just they're gonna dissect it. Some people will dissect it. I don't know who. I know some geek will. I am not gonna say the colors until it happens. Wait, is this like a mini series of MONEYSMP? What do you mean? I swear the colors are clear. If they're clear to you, they're clear to you. I'm not gonna say them publicly. I'm gonna wait. If you think the colors are clear, then you think they're clear. But I personally am not gonna say what. Because I will get eliminated if I say a dang word. We don't want that. So mini guys, so I've said this before. I don't want you guys to like think I'm like spreading here and anything like that, okay? Think about it like this. When you're put into a MONEYSMP mini and there are only smaller creators in, I feel like that is degrading. And I only thought about this till afterwards. I only thought about this till maybe like after mini 3. You're thrown into a SMP with a bunch of smaller creators, or seem to be smaller creators, or people that are trying to get their establishment, right? It's kind of degrading to be thrown into that. Knowing that you're a mini member. You're only a mini person. You were never going to be for like a main or anything like that. I don't think people ever want to get that idea of thinking, wow, like, I can't make the main because I'm in the mini. And that's kind of like a crappy feeling. You know what I mean? So, and another thing with the problem with the mini, and this is probably the most problematic thing that happened with every single mini. I am not going to say, I've said it every single time, I am not going to say who for each mini, but there have been bad apples in season 1, in season 2, and season 3, and I don't want to talk about them. But there were bad apples in every single season. And the problem is, when I am not doing that today, you can leave my chat. Sorry, I don't mean that. But you guys know what I mean. The problem with inviting people that have a smaller background that we can dig into, we don't know. We don't know a lot of these people. We're taking the chance on inviting people that some people we know and some people we definitely don't. Obviously, given the takes, right? And so we can't just base off of this person seems like they have a good character anymore. We have to like look into their past. We have to try to find out, did this person say something bad? Do these people say bad things? We can't. We just can't risk it anymore. It's not something that it's too much for us to have to feel like and we have to deal with. So again, lot of bad apples. We just can't background check every single person that we invite. We just can't. It gets to be too much. And then we have to take the backlash for it because we invited them and we gave them a platform to like stream it on. We gave them an event that's like prominently, I'd say, known now in the Minecraft community to be super stressful and competitive and whatnot, and they've done something. That falls back on us. That doesn't fall back on them. Sometimes it does, but it also falls back a lot on us. And so that sucks. So Rookies is a roster of people that we think A, would consider putting a lot of time into MONEYSMP and people that want to help grow this brand, and B, are talented people who have interacted with us and have good character from what we know, and we think that they're going to be a good fit. Me and Tyler were stream sniping to find all the bases in season 6. That is true. That is true. I'm gonna air that out right now. Deathly's a cheater. He cheats in everything he knows. He cheats in events. Don't invite him to events. He's a cheater. El Deathly's a cheater. El Deathly stream snipes. El Deathly's a cheater. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way. Watch his brother pull out a couple of artists as well. Yeah. Yeah. Can you say who the broadcast is? What do you mean? Can I say who the broadcast is? What do you mean? Do you mean what the broadcast is? I can tell you what the broadcast is for sure. It's the draft. It's the team draft. It said that, right? I did say that, right? Wait, guys. I didn't think anything, right? That did say in the announcement. I mean, who would have fucking guessed, right? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. No, you didn't leak. No. You're trying to trick me. You're trying to trick me. No. I know it's not. I got freaking announced. It's fine. The casters. Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be a lot of casters. I can't tell you in specific, but I can tell you a few that obviously come to mind. Like all the owners are gonna cast at some point, except Souls because he's gonna be playing the season. But me, Tyler, Flo, and Tay will be casting. Kunzi and Lush can't cast, so I don't know. Will Souls be an A tier main? Yeah, probably. To be honest with you, Souls is probably gonna go to A tier in the main. Can you say who was the S tier that dropped so Souls replaced them? Literally nobody replaced them. It was literally always going to be Souls. There were names that were thrown around, but Souls was ultimately the pick that we actually ended up choosing. I am not kidding. Will we get JoJo and Ghosty? I'm sure we could get them on for a stream, like a draft stream. Again, Souls and Clown in the same tier. I'm dead serious. You don't have to believe me, but it's true. The S tier and Rookies are better than the main, though. Yeah, kind of. Here's the thing. All right. So here's the problem. That's a really good point. Souls beats all the A tiers. As much as you guys don't want to hear it, we tested him against everybody. He beats all the A tiers. Shocking. You guys aren't going to believe it. You're going to call me LARPer. He literally beats all of them. It's on helmet break, but he beats all of them. All of them. And so, I don't really know what to tell you guys. on everything. This guy deadass beats the A tiers. He beats the A tiers. I don't know what you guys want me to say. I don't have clips. I hate to tell you, don't have clips. I'm so serious. You will have to see. Souls is locked in. I don't have proof, guys. You're just gonna have to call me a LARPer until you find out. But, I mean, I will say this. Again, in tomorrow's draft stream, as I said, Souls, obviously, let's be honest, it's a little ridiculous to see him in an S tier, considering he was a C tier last season, right? So let's give me the benefit of the doubt here. Let's hear me out for a second. The reason, again, that we made Souls' team, it works to balance him. I am telling you, his team should not be allowed. And it only is allowed because Souls is an S tier. The only reason that Souls is an S tier is because there is a team that works. Cool. That is it. That is the honest truth. Truly, that is the honest truth. There's no other way of putting it. I really don't know what else to tell y'all. That is literally what is happening. Isn't Souls too much of a brick to be an S tier? He's stupid as bricks. You guys want to do it? You know what? I'm going to pull up a different tier list. We're going to do a different tier list right now. You ready? We will do a completely different tier list in terms of, do we think people are event merchants or do we think they're better on SMP side? Event/SMP side. Let's talk about this. Okay. And what we'll do is good at both. Good, or I'll do SMP side only. Event side only. In the middle. And kind of a brick. All right. So let's refresh here. Can I refresh? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I have to reset. It's fine. Oh, I gotta re-upload the files, guys. Give me a moment. Let me actually set this up properly. Let me set this up properly so you guys can actually help me out here. There we go. All right, now I can show this on stream. All right, there we go. Good at both. In the middle. Good at SMP. Good at events. Bricks. Okay. Let's get it going. So if you guys don't want to base it completely off PvP, let's base it off the events and SMP side smarts. So I'm gonna be honest. Linguini, hilarious. I don't think he's gonna be good at either. I think this guy doesn't really know what or how to do like villager stuff. And I don't think he's gonna know how to do event side stuff either. Maybe. I could be wrong, but I think Linguini is not gonna really understand too much. I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Paimata, good at SMP, and the reason I put good at SMP is because she just grinds her ass off. She will literally put like 80 hours in. I'm not kidding. It's up there. So I'm gonna put Paimata and good at SMP. I think Spood also goes under bricks. This guy just doesn't understand what he signed up for. It's just that's the honest truth. He doesn't even know what this is. So yeah, I don't know. Change what batteries? Sorry. Anyhow. Let's see here. Spidey. I feel like she'll be good at events. I think good at events. I think that makes sense. I think that definitely makes sense. Spidey good at events. She plays a lot of events, so that just makes sense, I feel like. Shan. I will say good at SMP because she's a grinder. From what I've heard, she's a crazy grinder. Like, insane. Same with Gray. I will put Gray in there because... Actually, I might put Gray in the middle for an F tier. Guys, should I... Wait, hold on. You know what I should ask before I do this? Should I rank these by tier rather than all at once. I think that's a better idea, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that. So rather than doing everybody at once, we'll do the tiers first. I think Gray as an F tier is probably in the middle for both. I think she's played a lot of events, so I think that gives her a bit of an edge. She's going to grind a ton, so I think she's good at SMP and events. Right in the middle. Shan, I think, is going to be good at SMP. I don't think she'll be insane at events, but I think she'll be super good at SMP side. I think she's going to grind a ton. Isn't Gray C tier? No. Linglini, probably, like, I think Bricks, I'm going to be honest. Same thing for Spidey. I think she's just good at events. I'd put Fi good at SMP. And then I'd put probably Spood in Bricks, to be honest with you. That's what I think. That's the F tiers. That's the F tiers. D tiers. I think Skade is going to be good at both. I think Skade is going to be good at SMP and events as a D tier. I think Sophie's good at SMP. I think Shiny's going to be good at events. May's going to be good at events. Kunzi might be a brick. And then Aragon. I'd say Aragon's like... Actually, yeah. No, May and middle makes way more sense. Because she plays on SMPs. That's a good shout. Yeah. Aragon. I'm gonna say Aragon. I feel like he's like I think he's good at SMP. He grinds a lot. He grinds. Shiny's a grinder. Maybe. Yeah, you could throw him in the middle. Event side, Andres will be good, but SMP side, I think it'll be Buns. Rav. Rav is probably... I don't know. Guys, I don't know where Rav would be. I feel like Rav would be in the middle. I feel like that's a fair estimate. I think Lush will be really good at events. I think Rose... I'm going to say... it's either middle or good at SMP. I'll say SMP. Or, yeah. Slushly. SMP. I don't think he's going to be at events. Nap. I think in the middle. I think Evo. Is Evo a brick? SMP? I think he's a brick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. He's probably alright at events, but not good. Like, I feel like when you're going into this kind of thing, you're either good at one or the other. He's probably not bad at events, but I think Evo's just a brick. I'm gonna be honest. Love that guy, but... Alright, easy one. Ubby, good at events. Probably gonna be the best at events, to be honest with you. Falcon, soup. Does Falcon go in good at both? I feel like he might be good at both. I don't know if that's crazy. I think both. I'm gonna be honest. Falcon for both, to be honest with you. Where would Quackidus go? I feel like SMP's a given. But I don't know what Quackidus' skill range would be in events, to be honest. So, because I don't know that, I'm going to go with SMP. I think Woogie is in the middle. I think he's good at both. I think alright at both. Wookie might be another in the middle. I think he's really good at events. And he's pretty good at SMP, but I think he's like the top of in the middle. I feel like that makes sense. Boa, low-key. Events. Yeah. Ronan. Oof. Low-key. Probably just SMP, Axo. Boa's both? Really? Really? Well, he's never been on... Yeah, I feel like that's fair because he's never been on an SMP, right? He's never been on SMP though. That's the only thing. Like, I know he's good at UHC. He has. I'll put him in the middle. I see somebody in chat. Oh my god. I'm running you down in what? In what? What are you talking about? Also, why are you not VIP bookie? Hold on. Oh, my bad, my bad. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I VIP Wookie. Sorry. What the heck are you talking about, Wookie? You're freaking talking about some BS. He's getting upset. No, he wants to be high, chat. He wants to be high. Woodsy is probably only good at SMP. Recall only good at SMP. Squid, low-key. Nah. Lion. Are you Wookie? I think Squid's SMP. I feel like that's very fair. Both. I feel like I haven't seen Squid do events like that. Squid both? Really? I see a lot of Squid both. I feel like in the middle... He's gonna grind a ton. I'm gonna say in the middle, only because I've never seen him play events. Literally never seen him play events, so that's the only reason I say that. SMP. First S tier to ever reach the brick category, by the way, chat. I want that to be known. I want that to be known. First brick ever in fucking this. Not surprised? Yeah. I'd have to say recalls and events. Really? Okay. Reggie. I'm gonna put him in the middle. Actually, no. I'm putting him in events. SMP. Low-key. Both. I think another good. No, this is only PvP. Events. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Definitely events. Yeah, I agree. No, I definitely agree, chat. Square God's good at MONEYSMP too. Yeah. Chat. I'm gonna... We can keep talking about rookies, but I think I'm gonna hop on, probably gonna hop on HQ, and Q duels. So if you guys want, so I'm gonna mention real quickly, before people start dipping, is that I am pushing for partner. I'm only gonna mention it once during the stream until the end, because I didn't mention it earlier. I'm pushing for partner, so I appreciate anybody that lurks or just keeps the stream on in the background. It really means a lot to me, and I'm very close to getting the requirements for this month. So I appreciate anybody that stays in the stream, just watches and chills out, even if you're not talking. Fully appreciate that. But yes, I would appreciate any lurks, guys. I'm gonna swap to Minecraft now. I'm gonna play some PvP HQ. I'm just gonna play some HQ. Chill out. I appreciate you, Doug. You're the GOAT. You guys are all the GOAT. You guys are all goated. I appreciate you. You're the underrated player, Wookie. Yes, you are. You are. Ba, 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 da, na, na. Alright, I'm opening Lunar, guys, and we're gonna just play some Minecraft. I don't even know. Appreciate the lurks, guys. I really do. It seriously means so much to me. Place a sign in Minecraft. I might try doing that. Are there any clips of Dedra? I'm curious now. Clips of what? I guess it depends on like what do you mean by what clips? Like just of how he plays, or like the crazy like 4v1s, cave fights. I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's got to be something. I would be surprised if there isn't, to be honest with you. I'm sure if you ask Dedra in his chat whenever he's live again, I would love to see Souls versus the A tiers. He would probably whip my ass. I'm not gonna hold you. He might tickle me a little bit. Yeah, there's probably some Twitch clips, guys. I won't hold you. If you go to Dedra's Twitch, I guarantee you there's gonna be some for sure. He's live right now. Go ask him. Don't leave my chat. Nah, you can leave my chat if you need to, but go ask him. Go talk to him. Ask him if he has any clips of it, because I'm sure he does. He's insane, guys. Trust me. That guy is nuts. I won't lie. Wookie, Dedra are both on. I'm gonna play some PPH. I'm just doing some HEO. I'm gooning to this. What are you talking about? What? What? What the heck? Alright. I'm just gonna queue some 1v1s and chill out with y'all. You're doing what? Oh, I forgot I have the skin on. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, I haven't changed it since, so. Well, I'm just a chud, guys. I don't know. My bad. Actually, I might do 4v4s, Lucky. 4v4s are fun. Alright, I guess I'm not on a leaf. Have you skin? Thank you. I don't think I've ever sweat on stream, unless it was for MONEYSMP. I'll do some sweaty gameplay. I'll try to do some BrytheGuy sweaty gameplay. Is there ranked? I didn't even know there was ranked. What? There's ranked at MONEYSMP yet, or no? I didn't realize there was a ranked MONEYSMP. What the heck? Is that a thing? One v ones? Okay, but I'll do it after. They actually released it today? Okay, but I will actually do that, ironically. Oh, they want an SS. Yeah, okay. Yes, guys. Yes, gather around. Let's all just gather around. Oh, yeah, everybody get in here. Wow, that's like a big group family photo, bro. Okay, let's go. Holy fucking aim. That was insane. I did not mean to flick my mouse like that. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll queue ranked. Why not? Fight me. Send it. No, don't heal. Bruh. Bro, I love playing chicken in this kit, bro. People just never know. Oh, I'm dead. Bruh. My bad? No, I might be terrible. Holy moly. I want to just play on like 3 hearts. I just don't care. Okay, I'm a chud. Yo, I'm queuing ranked. That person just clipped me. It's over. I'm getting clipped on freaking shorts, bro. How do I queue ranked? Which one is it? Oh, it's like everything. It's not just... Oh, there's no MONEYSMP one. Which one should I queue? GG's. Diamond SMP? Diamond SMP is MONEYSMP? Oh, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Why is my kit like this? Ew. What in the... Ew, bro. What is this? Hold on. This person better not jump me. Okay. This is ranked, right? Okay, let me lock in. I'm gonna stuns, right? Okay, cool. Oh, I'm actually a chud. Holy shit. This guy's taking this seriously. I didn't realize I had to lock in for this. Okay. Wait, is there stuns? Holy shit, I'm ass. Oh, there is stuns. Ew. Ew, bro, I hate stuns. I'm so bad at them. Oh, my shield did not come back. I'm dead. Bro, I suck. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Bro, why didn't you fight me? There we fucking go. Whew. Okay, I had to lock in. Oh, what? It's multiple rounds? Oh, bro, I have to freaking set my hotbar every single time? Or dead butt? Whatever, I don't need the extra blocks. Okay, maybe I do. Yo, what is going on in my inventory? Holy shit. And I potted strength twice. Am I a chud? What the hell is going on? Am I? Yo! I'm auto cooking. Free Tokaru. Find me, find me. I'm fucking dead. Oh! Oh, thank God. I'm in the men. These guys actually, like, I didn't realize how deep this was. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did not realize that this rank shit was this serious, bro. No hate for this guy, he's good. But I didn't realize this shit was this serious. Oh my god. Full passion, bro. This is real. Then we'll see your rank. Okay, I have to play 10. I have to play 10 of these, bro. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll play 10. Okay, I'm actually ass. Forget it, bro. I'm bronze. Please don't, man. Just forget to man. Literally forget. I know you're gonna forget. Woohoo! I have no healing, bruh. It's tears now? Really? Oh wait, so that's how the tears in chat are happening. That's what that is. Oh my god, he mended, bruh. Bro, I hate playing long games out. Oh my gosh, you're passion maxing, man. This is passion maxing to the fullest. It actually is. Moonwalk. Just get away. Oh my gosh, whatever. Whatever. I'm out of webs. Let's go chopped. Bruh. You look chopped. Like, that's just rude. What the heck? Server TPS is awful. Just ask the nomad at the start of every team so it doesn't... Yeah, like, dude, I don't... This is passion maxing, bro. I can't passion max like this. I don't have the same kind of passion. I don't. That's just straight up, I don't. 240... Yeah, I fucked up my man bad. Whatever. I fucked up this man so bad. Alright, well, let's lose. I am not winning this shit. I have like no web left as well. As soon as I have one willow. It is so chopped. That's it. That's all I got. Alright, well, I just gotta play full like freaking aggro. I don't know. I'm dead. Yep, nope, that's it. That's it. I'm so fucking dead. Oh my god, I literally just forgot I had no webs. He let me go. No way. That was his biggest mistake right there. I'm fucking dead. I'm genuinely into men. Oh! I'm so fucked. Don't bite me! Oh my gosh. No! Instant hell, it's over! Fuck! You are all El Passion, bro? That was not El Passion, bro. Of course he had fucking... Dude, of course he had that. That's crazy. Gosh. I just... No, man. Please just say yes. Please, bro. I don't want to fucking do all this BS. Yes. Oh my gosh. No way. What a guy. I lied, bro. This guy's the good of all time. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, I'm getting John. Yeah, it's fine. Oh my god. Oh no way. I actually fumbled that so bad, he died. Oh my god, I just got shit on. Fuck. Fuck! Oh my gosh. Beep. Go. GG. GG's. Thank you. Dude, that's one match. I have to do 10 of those, bruh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess, bro. Holy fuck. That was one fight. Hi, Jordy. Ranked. Guys, how does it work? Do I, if it's like every match I win, I get like more elo or what? I know I get a 10, but your match is starting. Yo, any active chatters right now? Chat, hold on. Let me hear if there's any chatters in chat right now. I want to ask y'all a question about what teams do you want to see, or who do you want to see with who? That's something I forgot to ask earlier. 10 placement matches? Okay. Is there anybody you guys want to see with specific people? I feel like there's givens, but I don't know. You can get max low tier 3, and that's only if you 10-0. Okay, but I don't know. Souls and Wookiee, Souls and Evo. Squid with Sweat God. Oh, interesting. Sweat God Squid? Dang, Sweat God Squid, huh? Seems like a freaking popular duo. The heck? Okay. Interesting. I'm very interested to see what you guys see. Souls Kunzi Lush. That is... Wait. I never even thought about that composition. That would have been great. What the heck? Why didn't we do that? Souls and Spood? Oh my god. I didn't even think about Souls and Spood together, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna be awful. That would be terrible. Union Slushly? Reggie Slushly would be interesting. It's a very interesting one. I feel like I've never heard that one yet. Let's show. Union Boa Ubby. That's a good one. A good one. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna freaking run with that. Yo, ranked exists now? Apparently ranked exists. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, what's up, bro? This shit is like serious, bro. This is like working an actual 9 to 5. Really think about it. Thoughts on that, chat? Have you, oh wait, no bend. Oh my god. Wait, I would literally win every fight no mend ever. Hold on. Every no mend fight ever I win. Oh, how did he not die? That's crazy. No, I was gonna put him in the freaking torture chamber of doom and despair. Yes, it worked! GG. I will genuinely slap you if you say that again. Are you for real? Souls is better than you? I'm not trolling. Souls is better than me. Currently, as it stands, Souls is better than me. Yippee, did you see that Souls was announced as the F tier? Not the F tier, rather. Or the S tier for MONEYSMP. Rookies. I'm dead serious, guys. How is that possible? I don't... Dude, like... Okay. Guys, I logged on one day, and I'm like, yo, Souls, you want to train? And this was during, during after MONEYSMP, by the way. This was, like, probably, like, a few weeks after MONEYSMP ended. Because we haven't trained since. Because, like, why would we, you know what I mean? There's no point of us to. And then I get on, and this motherfucker starts giggling to himself. I'm like, what's so fucking funny? And then this is before we fought, right? So, obviously, I have no clue what's about to fucking happen to me. And he's like, no, nothing, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, sure. So, you know, obviously, I don't worry about it. And I'm not trolling. I got, like, 50 diff the first round, and I just thought, like, I was playing bad. I was like, okay, there's no way. I just wasn't missing a lot of hits. It's my first match on. It's whatever, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Then I did it again, and I'm fucking chud. I'm a chud. Yeah, he must have gotten the freaking big T client or something, bro. Because then his ass beats me 70 diff. And I'm like, okay, you have somebody on your account. He's like, I'll show you my screen share. Shows me a screen share. It's literally him playing. He gives me a mouse cam and everything. He had a mouse cam that he showed me, and I'm like, that's just, there's no way this is true. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. He is S tier. I don't understand how he's gotten so good in the last few weeks. That's my thing. He must have had either like the most intense like training session like of his life, or I'm just a chud, and we're all chuds, and we just mistiered him completely incorrectly. But he somehow 50 diffs all of almost all of A tier. So I don't know. Did he find a high tier 1 lookalike? Yeah. I don't know. I know. In what superhuman chamber has he been in? Dude, I don't know! Souls. I'm talking about Souls Eat. I'm not trolling, bro. You guys are gonna see tomorrow. Again, something I want to bring up is how did he lose that 2 F tiers in Sword like a couple of days ago? Okay, but Sword is totally different. Like I think Sword is a very different mode from SMP, so I don't think you can compare those two things. Dude, they are trolling. Literally got belted by Flo a week ago. Yeah, I guess, but like I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe we made the wrong call. I think it will be okay. It's just definitely it's a risky call. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like for those who didn't hear me say it before, Souls has a team to compensate him for being really shit. Because let's be honest, he is a shitter. Chill, bro. Hold on. Lemons. I'm actually so bad at this fucking video game. What am I doing? That was just actual troll. Holy shit. Brian gave up right there. I just deadass gave up. I don't know why. What am I doing with my inventory here? What's going on? Okay. If he does, I'm crying. Guys, if Souls wins, I unironically think because of the team he has a chance to win, you guys will lose your minds. I will say, though, the way his team works is really cool. It's different from how the other MONEYSMP players have their, like, teams, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, Bry's low tier 1 water PvP. Dude, I am low tier 1 water PvP, bro. Chill. You're dead. Or not. I got GG. Souls became S tier and has the most has the Avengers. Yeah, he has the Avengers this season, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're gonna see his team and you're gonna like be like, okay, I can see why he's S tier now. I see why he's an S tier. I can see now. You will see it. As soon as you see his team, you guys are gonna like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Chud. You're dead. Double hot button. Are you better than all the A tiers in this comp? I'm like better than all the A tiers except Souls. I'm like on par. I'm on par with like Ronin, and then Ronin loses to Souls, so I've lost to Souls, so Souls would be the best A tier in the comp. I would be like second best. I'd be second best A tier. Yeah, we've been low-key keeping this a secret for a while. Souls is playing as an A tier, most likely in the next main season, by the way. That's dead serious. I'm serious, by the way. I'm queuing ranked right now. Ice cream, if you queue me, then yeah, I'm down. But yeah, no, I'm not LARPing, by the way. Dude, so many people just don't believe it, and it's like fair. But then you're just gonna like You're gonna see tomorrow and you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Right. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna see. Don't worry. You guys will see. You'll see how much he's improved. He has to do another training stream. I think he's doing a training stream after the draft tomorrow. And you guys, you'll see like his improvement. It's there, trust me. Strength. Of course, it's because I don't have freaking strength. Like I would have died. Dang it. What in the fuck? Honestly, I might not even watch rookies because, like, putting Souls, like, even there with a tier, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why you guys say rookies, then put an experienced player like Souls. Okay, but take that argument for, like, a lot of the other players that are returning. Like, I don't know. So if you're saying, like, okay, your logic is that you're going to not watch rookies because there's really experienced players like Souls, and Souls has played, okay, let's take an account. Souls has played since season 3, right? He's played 4 seasons, okay? So your logic is saying that you will not watch because somebody has a lot of experience in playing MONEYSMP, okay? So now take, for example, Nap, right? Nap has played in, let's say, he's played season 3, 4, he didn't play 5, and he's played, literally, he's played this season out already, by the way, as a sub. So I feel like that doesn't really make too much sense because that guy literally played the exact season completely out, by the way. Like, if you were gonna bash him, like, I would have understood the logic if it was, like, against Nap. But that just doesn't make sense. Because you could say the exact same thing about Nap or Wookie. Yeah. Nap especially, because he played this specific season out. So I feel like that logic just it doesn't really make sense in my head, but you know what? If that's what you think, that's what you think. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm just being honest. Hooray and Panini also got it. You playing so incredibly low is insane. I just like playing like that. No, Parade, well, no, Mino doesn't have experience. Parade literally won a season of MONEYSMP, by the way. I don't know if that's, you know, I don't know if that was another thing that we brought up, but that is true. Oh. Okay. Well, I lost my elo. GG. It's over. Well, the win was debatable. For sure, no, I totally agree that his win was debatable. Like, no doubt. But I'm being honest. Other players are not rookies to Minecraft or other SMPs. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's totally true. The heck? 1000%. Like, good damage. I agree, Nap. I just never said him because he has a similar argument, but having a great player experience could be some big damage, to be honest. I don't disagree. And I think that's fair. But also keep in mind, he's an S tier. So like, that's another thing, right? I get that. And maybe it's just because that's, like, a little strong in your head. But for me, in my opinion, my scene, because he's an S tier, it's okay that he has that knowledge. Because he's realistically not an S tier, right? So I feel like that does work. In my head, I feel like that works. But, you know, I could be, maybe that's a bit of a tweak. But I feel like that is fair. Alright. Not gonna lie, chat. I am low-key tired. So I am probably gonna raid somebody here. Here, who's live? Is Souls live still? Is Souls live, guys? Is he live? I don't know. He is? Alright, I'm gonna send Souls. You guys can go talk. How about you guys go talk to Souls? You guys go ask Souls why is he an S tier? and then you guys can bring up what I brought up, and he will totally vouch for it. But yeah. I'll refund you, Jordy. After stream, I'll refund all of them. I got you. But yeah, go complain to Souls. All right. I love you guys. Before I go, please join my Discord. It's where I ping for when I do streams and whatnot, and I'm trying to push for partner. Guys, I only need, by the way, I only need one more partner stream this month. So I appreciate, seriously, like, to the bottom of my heart. Let me like stop the music for a second. I seriously super appreciate anybody that shows up for these streams. I'm so close to getting the partner requirements for this month. I still have to do next month, but I gotta lock in. It's not over. It's not, game's not done. Job's not finished. But yeah, I still gotta lock in for next month. So I appreciate you guys staying here and sitting and watching stream. Even if you're not completely watching, you're kind of just lurking. So I appreciate you guys join the Discord. If you guys lurk, it's seriously more appreciated than you guys can ever know. But yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to Sills and you guys go complain to him. Okay.